time, no more water the fire next time. That's a threat, of course. The Rainbow Coalition, to some extent, is taken out of that kind of a biblical allusion. That's not really the Bible, but it's from the Bible in the sense that the rainbow is interpreted in the Bible as a sign that God will not destroy the earth and so on. He reinterprets it here, and I guess that's the words of some aphorism out of the preaching background of church archaeology. I'm not sure where he gets that particular presentation. Dear James, page 3. I see in your face of your father, my brother, this dark, moody, vulnerable person. By the way, if someone wrote me something like this, I think it would depress me. I don't think that he's helping this young lad with this outpouring, and I'm not sure it was meant for the young lad, because I think for young people, the best thing is to just move ahead and take the world as it is and try to get on with making your situation in it as better as you can and without hurting people around you. So it doesn't help to tell someone all the barriers he's going to have to face before he, and making him discouraged before he even gets started. I don't think that that's going to help him survive in a state of mental well-being. So, in my mind, it's better to encourage people rather than tell them all the negative things if that's what's coming out. Anyway, you're this kind of person, you like to look truculent because you don't want people to think you're soft. And then he talks about his father. You may be like your grandfather in this, so he kind of excuses his own father for being violent on the surface because he was didn't want to look like he was soft. Now in the Chosen book, we're going to find people who are just the opposite, who are really quite willing to be totally soft and don't feel they have to be truculent at all, although one of the characters does behave a bit oddly with his son, as we'll see when we read that novel. But you and your father resemble him, our grandfather and my father, quite a lot. You want to close that door there because we seem to have a cacophony of human choruses coming out of that office there always. They seem to have a singing session going on there. I don't know if they ever do any work in that office, but they sure seem to have a lot of fun. Maybe we should all get a job in that office. We wouldn't have to suffer in the world. He's dead now. He never saw you. He had a terrible life. He was defeated long. Yeah, this is a great way to begin. He had a terrible life. He was defeated long before he died. And this is the reason Baldwin said, because he really believed what white people said about him. I have to tell you that I was brought up by, I don't know the word you want to use, Afro-Americans, and I never heard anyone say anything negative about any Afro-Americans in the environment that I was in. And all of what Baldwin thinks whites are saying about blacks, to my mind, there may be some whites who do think or say such things, but I never encountered any, frankly. And that seems to think I'm blind. No, I think some people imagine that people are saying things about them when, in fact, they may not be. And I know the environment I am. For instance, he talks about maids in quotes. My Afro-American so-called maid was more close to me than my own mother. And he thinks that whites think blacks are going to steal the silverware or some stupid thing like that. No one ever imagined such a thing. It was the first thing from anyone's mind. And it's just total stupidity. Some of these ideas that he has of the way average whites were thinking. There may be some whites or people of Anglo background that are like that, but they would be that way towards whites or anyone else in their home. It didn't matter what color someone might be who was in their home. If they're suspicious people, they're going to be suspicious of any kind of, whether it's Asian, Hispanic, or Italian, or any other kind of person. So, I mean, all these chimeras that he has in his mind that he's telling his nephew, I think are stereotypes also.